Hey everybody. Today I'm going to be talking about what I personally think is the most underrated game of all time. Hydilde. Hydilde. A game that is so underrated, it's really a tragedy. I mean, I played it, and I actually loved it. It was great. It was really a super underrated NES RPG. But let's see exactly why it got this huge underrating. Now, we've all seen the angry video game nerd nitpick all around this game. And if you're like me, you didn't really see too much flaws in it. Yeah, let me say right here though, I hate nitpickers, so I will be discussing what people nitpick about in this game and say why it's really invalid. But let me just say right here, I'm not calling it a perfect game. It really isn't, but it's not horrible. It's actually a good game that I've played and liked. So, yeah. Now let's discuss why this game failed at the beginning. Well, it was released right when the RPG hype was all about. By that, I mean The Legend of Zelda. This game probably failed mostly because of The Legend of Zelda. Legend of Zelda was a perfect RPG for the NES. It's released, huge hype everywhere. This was released right in its wake. And that means that it was basically destined to fail from the beginning, being a lesser RPG. Now, a lot of people actually bought the game, though, because when The Legend of Zelda, they thought, hey, what other RPGs are there out there? So they got Hydilde at the store because they saw an RPG, and they're like, this might be good. And it was. It's a good game, and if you ask a lot of people when it first came out that haven't been swayed by the angry video game nerd of Pro Jared, they'll actually say it was a good game. I know, because I asked and I looked. There's a lot of good reviews of people who played it when it first came out. But for some reason, it's grown this huge identity of being a horrible game. And it's not. It was a good game, and the reason that those people see it's a good game is because they weren't swayed by anything. They didn't have anybody telling them it's a bad game before they played it. So, I played it with an open mind. I thought, this might be a good game. I just spent $10 freaking on it. So I go out, I play it, and it was good. I don't see what people are complaining about. It's a good game. But back to its original fail, The Legend of Zelda is better. It did not sell well in North America. But surprisingly, a lot of you North Americans, which I am one, don't know is that it actually sold really well in Japan on its initial release for some Japan family computer that I can't remember the name of. Don't see why. I'll never probably talk about that one again, so why should I learn it? Yeah, because I go unscripted. But anyways, yeah. It's just a really good game. It's sad to see so many people hate it. But okay, this video is going to be really dragging on, so time to discuss more things about the gameplay. A lot of people have a bug with the music. Why? It was stolen from Indiana Jones. Yep, I'll admit, it was stolen. Stolen straight from Indiana Jones. But you know what? So what? Sure, it's a short loop, but it's not as ear-gagging as people say it is. People are like, oh, it's stolen. Well, yeah, but isn't the Indiana Jones theme good? Well, yeah, but so doesn't that mean that this theme is good? Yeah, but it's stolen. Lots of music and video games are stolen, people. Okay? Lots and lots of it. Good example's Doom. They stole all their music from Metallica songs. And speaking of repetitive music, Pokemon. Yeah, Pokemon. They have super repetitive music all the time. It's ear-gogging. It's not even real music. Sucks. Yeah, Pokemon music sucks. Deal with it. But this music doesn't suck. It's good, actual music. I mean, it's short. Short, yeah, it's a short loop. So what? But I mean, does that mean that's bad? Does it? Does just because it has a short music loop mean that's a bad game? No. Also, if you don't like the music, there's a mute button. Didn't you know if you knew that? Yeah. So we've dealt with the music and how it's really not that bad. Now let's dive right into the graphics. Oh, the graphics. They're actually good. They're really good graphics, especially for being one of the first RPGs ever. Because they did not improve the graphics for the NES. The graphics on the NES were the same graphics used in the original, which came out again a year before Legend of Zelda came out on the Famicom. And I actually like the graphics better than the Legend of Zelda. There's just something about those Legend of Zelda graphics that just feels unappealing to me. And I like these graphics better. Yeah. I'm gonna get a whole lot of hate from that in the comments. Can already feel your rage filling up. But more into other things. There's a whole lot of grinding in this game, I'll admit. And it can get annoying and obsessive. But it's really not that bad. I mean, a lot of the games have grinding. It's just something you gotta deal with. Pokemon has grinding, and I know I'm comparing Hydilde to Pokemon a lot in this video, but that's because a lot of the issues that people complain about in Hydilde are in Pokemon, but no one bothers to say anything. And that annoys me. Because if you're gonna give a review of two games with the same problems, but one's a good game and one's not as good, should still say both problems instead of trying to make a game that's known for being good just seem good, or a game that's known for being bad just seem bad. So yeah. Yeah, so let's review. Music, not that bad. Graphics, better than Legend of Zelda actually. Oh, and it has a save feature. And yeah, the passwords are kind of long. I actually have a picture of my password when I took a picture of it, because I don't write them down. I just take a picture. I've got an iPhone. That's what I'm recording this on. But yeah. So yeah, the passwords, they're pretty long, but they're dealable with. I mean, a lot of games had long passwords back then. No big deal. Plus, I mean, at least it had a save feature. A lot of games didn't. I'm looking at you, Super Mario Brothers. But, so yeah, we've already discussed passwords. Who cares? At least it has one. Music. It's good music. It's short loop, 15 seconds actually. But, I mean, if you don't like it, turn on the mute button. And graphics, I like them better than Legend of Zelda. Okay, what are some other problems that this game supposedly has? Oh, its attack feature. People say the attack feature on this game sucks, because there's an attack mode and a defend mode. This is actually one of my favorite parts of the game. Now you hold the A button to turn it to attack mode. And when you have it in attack mode, your defense is extremely lowered, and your attack is extremely raised. You have it in defend mode, which is when you're not holding it, your attack is extremely lowered, and your defense is extremely raised. I like this because if you're not ready for battle and you get hit by something, it's not going to do a whole lot of damage. Oh yeah, and you attack enemies by running into them. So what? It's similar attack system in Yeast. No one complains about that. No one complains about that. So yeah, I actually really like the attack system. And you have to kill 100 of those annoying blue slimes to level up. Well, so what? I mean, that's the grinding. Every game has it. Pokemon has it. yeah, just deal with it. And yeah, some people say it's cryptic because there's a part when like you're fighting a dragon to try to get in this castle and you set a tree on fire and like and to get in or to drain the water or something. Well, that's a lot like the burning bush in Zelda. And I actually think Zelda stole that from Hydilde. So yeah, if you're not going to complain about how cryptic the original Legend of Zelda is, then don't complain about how cryptic this is. It's just as cryptic. It's the same level of crypticness as the Legend of Zelda. Yeah. And another thing, its name is Jim the Knight. I don't even have anything to say about that. It's kind of funny. Yeah, okay, I'll admit that's a big flaw in the game. I mean, Jim the Knight. Jim. I mean, if it's still Jim the Knight in Japan, then maybe it's some foreign name for them or whatever, but in America, they could have changed it to something that makes sense. To Jim. Jim the Knight. Yeah. Okay, that's a flaw. That's a flaw. Now, I told you guys about how this game's flaws are really not that big, but let's see what it did wrong. Gave us the world to explore that this game has is not that big. I mean, it's not tiny, but definitely should be bigger. Game itself, gameplay is not amazing. Enemies aren't amazing, but, you know, it's dealable. Those are really the flaws of the game. I mean, yeah, the music loop's short. Discussed that already, and yeah, I guess that's a flaw, but whatever. Yeah. If you have any problems with this game that I don't discuss in this video, leave them in the comments. Come at me, bro. Come at me! But yeah, I mean, this game is just, it's good, okay? The cover art is good, the graphics are good, the attack system is good, the music, okay, well the music's really actually pretty bad, but, I mean, there's a mute button! I don't see that many flaws in this game. I mean, I like it, it's a great game. People say that it's confusing because dragon breathes fire, turns princess into 3 fairies. Not the weirdest thing that I've ever seen happen. I mean, there are weirder things going on in games. So yeah, it's kind of weird, but you know, deal with it. On the way to attack enemies, the best way to do it is get them from behind, and that just makes sense. Just makes sense. This game, it's a good game. I really have a hard time finding a lot of flaws in it, okay? It's a great game. Just deal with it. Deal with the fact that Pro Jared is wrong, Angry Video Game is, well, he's usually pretty right about this stuff, but he is wrong. These games are good. Tell me your flaws with them. Tell me in the comments. That is not super easily fixable or really not a big deal. Tell me a big flaw with this game, and I will, in the next episode, I'm actually not going to do anything because you guys probably will find something. You know, it's truly a shame to see such a great game be trashed on so much. It's going to ruin my whole credit as a retro gamer, and I know that, but only got like 10 subscribers, so don't have that much credit. Well, see you guys. That's my opinion, and I rate Hydilde. I'm not joking. A 9 out of 10. I mean, Zelda's a 10 out of 10, but Hydilde's a 9 out of 10. Okay? Yeah. See ya. Hey everybody, hope you liked the new intro and the video, and please remember to subscribe and watch my other videos. Thanks.